what is going on, YouTube world. I got a card show, card shop, trip recap all rolled into one. Wanted to do a vlog at there was an Appleton Card Show last Sunday, and wanted to do one in there, but I'm like, the time was super limited, and I couldn't. It would have been fun, but just to rip on all the people that think they're important in life, and they're really not. So I ended up going down Appleton the Thursday, 8 days ago. And I think Friday ended up going to Scooter G's. Not a very personable person. Michael, this film not yet rated. Scotty Tradition, I believe, and Joey Burkett will be able to confirm this. This is not me just being a cunt. This is truth. So I picked stuff up for him. I think I paid $50 for this whole pile, which, it wasn't the greatest price, but the last card is one I've wanted. I don't know if I even got it. If I do, it's still at that price, a great price. Great deals. Good deals only. But, start off with one. Ran a few of these past Steve, my cohort, on the Insert Revolution podcast, which, by the way, every Tuesday night, 7:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, on the YouTube channel of the same name, the Insert Revolution podcast. The fella that he had stuff there, but this was the first one. I'd never seen that. Seiya with like a lightning bolt in his hand, literally Metallicaing it and riding the lightning. So, never had seen that. And again, this isn't one of these new fuckfaces that a PMG leaves them flummoxed. So, there's a Aerial Assault, Aikman, I think on 99 tradition, yep. Love acetate, even if it's a low-end one, I'm all about it. This Christian Vesalainen didn't even have a sleeve, so again, making plays there. With that's to 149. Again, this isn't going to be in a gem mint 10 condition, I knew that, but for a couple bucks bundled in. You can see a little sadness on the T right around the patch, but Salty patch to 25, Saltalamacchia. There's 3 color in the window there. Another one I wasn't too familiar with, but I know there's I think the parallel. Steve McNair, 95 Bowman. The Bowman first round pick stamp on there. And the foil on his name as well. Not Gem Mint 10, of course, but for something you don't see some of the time, pick it. I've said it. Pick up something to have a copy, even if it's not your player. That way, if it's something you want to pick up of more players if you want, or your player, you'll at least have a copy in hand to discern. I think what Playoff Pigskin Preview, Marcus Allen. He had a Natron, but that was chipped to shit. I'm like, I'd rather spend a couple bucks more and get one that isn't. They're super notorious for chipping, so it's like, I'll pass on that. And with him not being part of the good deals only brigade, I knew there wasn't going to be like, oh, take these because it's not in great condition. But Vinny, you like this one? Top rookie out, I think, 94, 95 score. Brian Rolston. Always fun to find those. I was shocked. I was looking through a ton of stuff, and this might have been the first hockey card. The hockey gods answered me when I was thinking. I'm like, man, is there going to be any hockey in here? And then the next grouping, they're all from 1994 score. All cards I told Steve too. I'd shown him. I said I don't recall these at all, and I busted a lot. My buddy busted a ton. I think he had a job. I only had like a paper route. So my 16 to 18 or $20 a month for every Wednesday's paper route. Didn't really do much in the card game. Doing lawns and stuff like that too. It helped, but he was a year older, so he could work at other positions. So, but I don't remember any of these in any of the packs we pulled ever, and Steve couldn't recall them either. So, the 94 score dream teams. I've seen them in hockey, I've seen them in baseball, but here's the football version. There's Neil Smith. The back is cool because it's got the 89 score, the 5th anniversary, basically. And he had more, but some of these corners on there were just jacked to shit. So I'm like, even at $1, I don't want to pay that. Steve Atwater. I think he had a Derek Thomas, but that was, the corner was mangled. And I would have loved that. That would have been a JPJ. That would have been some jackpot junctions. Anthony Miller. One of the best return men of all time. Best all-purpose guys out there. Eric Metcalf. HOFer. Went up Denny. Bruce Matthews. And then the best one in the bunch, and for $1, this was like a steal. Thurman Thomas. Last two from the shop. Young Gun. He didn't have... Somebody at the show had Stutzel. I'll tell that story in a bit. And didn't see Nick Kaprizov. So I had to go with the arguably the third best young gun of this year's class. Dylan Cousins. Again, Sabres, they're a train wreck and a half, but nice to get this. For that cheap, it's always somebody with that offensive prowess. You hope it'll translate at the top level of the NHL, but again, it's not a risk that you're sinking thousands of dollars into, like John Morant or Zion or some of these baseball prospects over like the last 15 years that people spent a lot of money on just to have nothing returned. And I saw this and I'm like, okay, well, we're spending a little more money there than I want, but I don't believe I've got this. I believe I have, what is it, Bledsoe Brunel, I think, of this. But this is a Super Bowl game ball. Bledsoe and Favre. And it's a, if you see on the ball, authentic Super Bowl used game ball. So, $25. It's about, it's in the vicinity of the going rate. It's a little lower. It's got this pretty nifty snap case. I think all the magnetics are gone. These are going to be the next wave. Making plays on them. So that was from the shop. Scooter G's and Appleton. downtown on College Street. Now from the show. I don't even remember the price on some of these. A lot of them were $1. Some were $2. That grouping was 20, and okay, I'll go with that. 4 for 10s, I think, or $3 each, but 4 for 10. Didn't even go through like a third of the tables. That's just the time crunch I was in and the dollar box digging I was doing. Garrett Cole, first Bowman. Sixto Sanchez, Chrome Refractor, rookie. Always get suckered in, no matter what. 2014. And this is a 15 and under, so I'd have to look to see if he's even still playing. But at this point in time, 7 years later, he'd be 22. But a 3-color Stephen Williams patch, 35. Here you go, Eddie. I love you. You need this, let me know. Not Natron, but Johnny Means Gold update. That was like $1. Rookie card. Then I'm gonna keep this one for me. Jefferson Teal. A lot of this stuff, a lot of this Chronicles. You can get that for cheap. Burrow, Justin Hebert, who else? Tua, and these guys. So there's a Jefferson Chronicles. This and this one are going to the Gourmet Guys kids. And then same with these next two. And Trey Lance, Odadonruss, Chronicles, or I don't know, Chronicles draft picks. So again, the NDSU, that's the collegiate version, obviously. That's the college I like, so you look back there, it's Michigan, right? That's Delaware. So I think they'll like those. Again, when you actually think about other people, that means you're part of the community, not because you appreciate someone. Or give away coffee, fucking cunts. Can never pass up a Right Said Fred, Leaf Rookies and Stars rookie. I think that's like $1 or $2. Same with this. 95 Images, Marshall Falk, Crash Numbered. They used to be called Crash Numbered. It wasn't serial, it was Crash Numbered on the back. So I saw this and immediately I'm like, I remember these cards from back in the day, and this was fun times. For $1 or $2. Picked up these as well. Again, nothing special, but for $1, Adele, who came on later in the year after he got recalled, and Cabrian. Not a lot of power, some speed, but not lots of power. And then Tony Perez, 70 tops. That looked in decent shape. Bottom right corner, sad, but again, centering's nice. You don't have any horrendous staining. Again, $1. It's a Hall of Famer. Making plays. I got a few other cards. Those cards are slotted for other folks. Diddy-dum-diddy-dum. So I went to that Scooter G's table, of course, right away when you walk in. So I just passed that up. I texted Michael, this film not yet rated. He had some of the Clay Matthews stuff, overpriced, and but I wanted to make sure. And then went to the next table, found one card. That was it. And again, you had a lot of people that you knew were watching these Ass Hats videos. The lingo was there. all the talk, and it's just like, I'm just looking for people that you're not gonna have. I know this. I resigned myself to that fact a decade ago. And third table wasn't bad. I picked up a bunch of stuff there. Most of this isn't from there. And I passed on the table because it just looked like modern shit. And again, if I look at the showcase, something jumps out at me. I don't need to sit there and look at it like overview, go left to right, down a notch, go over, down a row, so on and so forth. Jump down to this kid's table. Okay. He's talking to some other kid, and I mean, they're making a deal. He's probably 13-ish. 12, 13. Probably on his dad's dime, because I think his dad was the one I passed over. Some other young kid comes there. I don't even know what he's got, and I'm listening to the talk, and it's just, I could feel a headache coming on. It was bad. Now, what do you got into it? What are you looking to get, and how much are you into it for? What do you want? So we end up trading, I think, a 2-for-1. The kid wanted graded cards. Don't think he really had a clue. I think he traded him some flawless patch or a immaculate patch or something. So I'm looking through this 13-year-old's box. It's like a 3 or 4 row box. I find a Geno Smith certified, like 2013. No, it'd be 2014 then. Yeah, 2014 certified green 101. A Ryan Mallett Rookies and Stars jumbo patch, rookie year 101. A Derice Fontaine Panini, whatever they draw on the card, the players do, 101, and a Gary Sanchez top sketch card 101. There's some other stuff in there too that I really liked, but I'm like, I'm gonna take these 4, see what I can do. So it's like the first thing. So the kid's like, oh, so you like or you collect 101s? I'm like, some of the stuff is just gonna go to friends. I mean, the guys I collect, you don't have. And thankfully he didn't ask, because I just would hate to hear like, well, I think I've got some at home. No, you don't. Nobody does. I said, what are you looking to get on these? I'm looking for good deals. I'm trying to make plays. Like what are you into these for, and what would you do? So I'm trying to come up with some of those high heaters in the lingo world. And then he's like, these 4? I'm like, yep. The 4 I picked out. That's the cards I'm interested in, believe it or not. And he's like, I don't know, 120. I'm like, whew. I should have said hashtag sheesh. I'm like, that's strong. I don't know. I said, I don't know if we can make a deal. I think we're too far apart. And he said, well, what are you looking? What would you buy him for? I said, I was hoping 60 to 70, but 60 would be my sweet spot. So, I don't think I could do that. And so I'm not gonna sit there and beg like some of these other assholes that beg in airports to try to make a deal. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, no worries. They're nothing PC. If they're PC, I'll come stronger. So I said, yeah, I think we're just going to be too far apart on this stuff. Said, I don't... What would you want to get him for? And I said, it's still $60. I mean, I just said it, but yeah, 60s are like right where I want to be on these. I was like, well, what would you value him at? I said, 60. And he says, well, what about like each card? And I said, like between 10 and 15 for Mallett and Geno. 20-ish around the Fontaine, and maybe like 30 to or so on the Sanchez. Ooh, skunk is outside. Holy fuck. Yikes. Hope the neighbor's dog didn't get sprayed. But he's like, oh, I just couldn't do that. I'm like, I understand. Whatever. And he's like, well, I could give you the Geno and the Mallett for $20 each. I'm like, no. Because none of these guys are on rosters. Of course, this comes back to quasi-haunt me, because Geno's going to be starting for a month, but that doesn't mean the Sea Chickens are going to be any good. And he's just like, well, Fontaine's on a roster. And I'm like, practice squad somewhere. He's in his third year or 4th year, and he hasn't really done a ton. Like, I know these players. Believe me, this is my bread and butter. I said, well, I just couldn't get rid of him. He's like, well, I could get rid of the Sanchez for like 80. I'm like, no, I want to pay 60 for the 4, and that's it. I'm like, I'm not. If we don't make a deal, that's fine. He's like, yeah, I think I'll just hold on to him. I said, no problem, man. I appreciate you, and I gave him the fist bump. So I felt good. I felt good being the douche. I'm like, I guess that's why those guys do all that stuff all the time, but I digress. Now to buy some other cards. The next table I moved on to, I'm looking at stuff. Like, okay, Naomi bought some cards, which I'll show in a different video. She bought 5 cards, or I bought 5 cards for her. She liked them, and players that she knew on there, so, but I had like a $1 box, I think a $2, I don't know, and like a 4 for 10, $3 each if you didn't buy the prerequisite 4 and then cases. I'm going to show those off now. Rambled. There's a pink optic Jeremy Chin rookie. I like him a lot. Can't go wrong with a rookie David Boston auto. A retro. Loved him. Dual jersey of Moulds and Chad Johnson. And that's rookie year, I believe, for Johnson. Johnson from the Senior Bowl. Doesn't say where Moulds is from, but Pro Bowl for Moulds, I guess. Still, dual jersey. Not that he's ever going to do anything but impeccable rookie for $250. A true RPA, Tyler Lydon. You can't beat that. Topps variation, Verlander. Big Verlander fan to begin with, so we'll pick up something like that. LT, not in greatest shape, but there's a couple others that passed because they were in worse. Stadium Club rookie. A couple Tony Gonzalez cards, rookie year. There's a Corona Royale. Love it. But this one I hadn't seen. It's only a 1 in 18. A little rough on the bottom, but I never seen these. All rookie team. So, what an ultra. Guy asked me, what are you looking for? I said, you don't got it. I know. So he'll try me. Okay, you're going to lose. Shocking. I said, Martin Brodeur, Josh Johnson. What do you got? So I don't think I've got either. I'm like, when I say you don't have any, it's not to be clever and funny. It's like, I fully don't believe you got them. So, wasn't mad, wasn't disappointed. It's all the time. It happens all the time. So, that's fine. So, third table I stopped at, they had a 4 for $20. $6 each. So I picked out 4. There's a couple other these Leaf things I wanted, but it's like, I don't need to drop that much money. This one's pure speculation. If he gets any time, that Ramondre Stevenson for the Patriots. 25 auto, and then the red, white, and blue metal, and that's 6 of 10. So if he does something, he does. If it's not, I'm out $10 there. These two, though, I thought were good deals only. Hashtag invest. Travis Kelce, Upper Deck, star rookie. And then Aaron Rodgers, press pass rookie for $5. I know it's press pass, but it's a rookie. And it's a licensed rookie. Even if it's just a collegiate, it's still Mr. Rodgers. So, thinking, what else did I get done? Oh, the couple figures. Donovan Dijak, who, again, it's Dominic Dijakovic. I don't know. It's Donovan Dijak from Ring of Honor. I don't think he'll ever do much in WWF, but that's not why I got it. I loved him in Ring of Honor. I saw him a couple times. And then this one, they had a couple of Walmarts, they were loaded. A couple of Walmarts, they were barren. This one I'm super happy to get. I should have got the Flare Giant one, but this one spoke to me a little more. This was like $15. Bray Wyatt, Bryan Danielson. Because they had the Wyatt alone, and I looked, I'm like, it's the same figure. So spend 8 or 9 on the regular figure, or spend 15 to get Danielson, who they didn't have by himself. So did that. Happy to find some of those. They had other stuff. They had Hangman. I was tempted to get that, but I'm like, man, I don't want to drop so much in figures and trying to haul them back to Ely with Naomi in the back and all the other stuff. I'm just like, 2 is good. 2 is good right now. If I don't find any more, even for the rest of the year, I think the only ones were Killer Cross. There's an Elite, but it's all mangled. Somebody had dropped it on the bottom, and I was gonna get that in the first and the regular, like the $8-9 one. I was gonna get those, but I just wanted to pair him up because I like him a lot too. He's a solid guy and then solid wrestler. So there it is, YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed. It's fun. Card show. Oh, football game. Went to the football game with Joey, Burkett 8. Marcus Lambeau Leap fan and my brother. Michael, this film not yet rated, and Eric 62 Chunk could not make it, so was afforded that opportunity. Hoping same time next year, and then Michael can make it at least. Eric, I'm not super close with. I'd like to meet him. Marcus, first time seeing him in 10 years. Joey, first time ever. Wish we could have spent more time together. Loved it. Game was such a blast. I've got video clips from it. I'm not going to put them up because I know that'll get struck down right away with the copyright. But Joey, thank you so much, my man. Just a fucking blast. Absolutely loved it. And we got to see the 96 championship Packers, what was left of them. They introduced them at halftime, and Favre was the last one introduced. Freeman, Levens, Travis Jervey, Santana, Dotson, Gilbert Brown. Why am I not... I'm thinking of somebody else. Andre Rison was there. Desmond Howard, Frank Winters, Adam Timmerman. I was in cloud nine. I had goosebumps the size of golf balls everywhere because that's my Packers team. So loved it. And again, thank you, Joey. Love you, man. Love you. So hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, no stupid sound effects, no cheese ball garbage rap, no stupid jump cuts, no Velcro hats on backwards, no home ec clothes, no 52 tops, Mickey Mantle rookie cards. I'm sorry. This is all you get. This is all you're ever going to get. Because you're never going to get it.